himself and the famous games, or did you hear any stories where he talked about his...
Oh, that was the report, you know. That's why I had 150, 200 people here when he came in and reported about why they lost the World Cup when Levi kicked him down, and he wasn't 100% fit for the final, but he wanted to play in the final. And you see, very quickly they was leading 2-0 and lost. And Empire, the third goal, which from him, that was an offside, you know, and was very, very disappointed for the Hungarians because they expected, you know, the World Cup. And they win the Olympics.
And the preliminary game at the World Cup?
The World Cup he played because before when they played Germany, I think it was 7-3, they win and they expected the final will be alright, but Levi kicked him. Levi was I think a right back in the German national team, and that's when that was a painful and couldn't walk.
What did the team think of that Magyar's team? What did the country think of them?
The country was very, very disappointed to lose the World Cup because later on, you know, Pele got a big name, and they always compared if Puskás win, if the Hungarian team win the World Cup that time, Puskás will be 10 times bigger than Pele, you know, that time. And of course, Puskás became a very good friend with Pele and all the English team from the old time. He was a very good friend with Stefano, who they played together nearly 10 years, and the right wing and the left wing. He keep in touch with them, you know, till the last day. And a lot of these players, Beckenbauer, they went to visit him, you know, all of them, and a lot of the teams, managers, try to teach the young players his tricks, you know, how he hold up the ball and then over the defense and just kick, and how Kosic put the ball in and Tsutsurides.
And for you, was he the most extraordinary player you ever saw?
In my view, yes. He was a genius. A born genius, you know. And he had this flexible, relaxed guy, which one went out. It was beautiful. And the friendship when we played cards together for years and years, you know, we played 2-3 times a week. That's called Ulti, the Hungarian cards. And of course, little money, not much money, change hand. And he played the races. He loved that, you know, and that's occupied him.
So when would you say the friendship became warm for you and him?
Oh, I think it started straight away when the first time came when he, after 89. 89 we became friends again, and when he come back, and really the friendship is warmed up better than ever when this guy left him down about the payment, you know. He worked very hard, about 200 or 300 children in the Puskás Academy, and he never paid a cent for it.
And what did that lead to?
He left. He couldn't give it them, you know. He just left the whole things, and that's when he came the Hellas.
And just tell me one more time how you organised the Hellas meeting.
It was very simple, because when I told Puskás, when I told Jack, you know what's happening, that was the starting point. And Koposapi and Jack and Puskás came together, and 1 minute the deal was on, and Puskás went. And of course, when Puskás played in Middle Park, you know, I was there every game. But when he is in when the game is gone, nobody should go to him. You know, because he concentrated all in the game. And if somebody wants to say hello to get stuff, don't let anybody to interfering. Not the committee, not anybody, you know. That was his vision, and nobody can change his vision.
What sort of coach was he?
Listen, only the histories telling typus coach was. I think he was like Beckenbauer. Beckenbauer win everything like a player and coach too in the German national team. What Puskás did, because was the Iron Curtain, he could go back to Hungary. What he done in Egypt, very successful, but what he done in Greece, win the national championship, and he win the European Cup. What else you want? He achieved everything. What he achieved here in Victoria win the national team, and he win the Australian championship. You don't expect any more, you know. He proved himself. But was a bad luck, because if he could not sit for 4 or 5 years, I bet you any money the Hungarian national team could be up. Because everybody loved him. You can ask the Greek players, all of them. Everybody loved him. And he always said, players can come to me. You are a good player from here to there. I don't want you. I want you here. Use the brain. And that was his method. You know, not enough somebody who is a good player from here. Here. See the game, and you have to know what to do.
Did he believe in the individual skill? Did he believe in attacking? What were his philosophies?
Teamwork. He wanted a teamwork, and I remember one of the Hungarian guy who was a very good player in Hungary, and he came here because the guy worked for me and wanted to play for Hellas, Puskás. And half time he kicked him out and they said, I don't want to see you near the stadium. Because he didn't have head. And that's what's my experience with him, you know, and he kicked out his guy. Actually, I met him quite a few times because he went back to Hungary, but he never played again.
And what about South Melbourne? Do you think he made them more attacking?
He built a team very quickly, and he picked that up. You know, the present coach for the Australian national team. I think he using the same system what he learned from Puskás and attacking, and Puskás picked him up when he was a young boy and made who he is. And Alice was a good team.
Sorry, I interrupted you then. Can you just say again, Ange Postecoglou is his name? You could say Ange Postecoglou, I think, is helped built by Puskas. Okay, so you start again.
You know, in my view, the present national coach, what's his name?
Postecoglou.
Postecoglou, you know, my tongue is a little bit. I couldn't say everything, you know, I wanted. You know, this bloody Hungarian language, it's a very hard language and not as smooth as some of the things, you know. That's the same, all these new Australians and Chinese and Indian, Ting Cheng, you know, I forget their name. If I learn today, for tomorrow I forget. And I told, you know, the beginning, Puskás is picked him up, Puskás made him who he is, and the philosophy, it's the foundation, you know, Puskás put that down. And I don't think, you know, because a lot of people criticizing him, you know, you shouldn't play with 3 defense, 4 defense, how you put the team together. And he's not changing, you know, his philosophy, how he put together a team and trying to successful. And you see the Australian national team, it's very hard for him. That little country, about 80 young new Australians, sons, playing in around the world. And actually we had quite a few Australian good players, you know, like John Warren, and he was very good, bred from Newcastle. They had, but all these young new Australian sons all went to Europe, England, everywhere in the world. Now China, have a look, China, paying their millions, you know, to play, and picking up the very best players.
Just try to get an Ange Postecoglou intro.
Okay, just say, okay, so his name is Ange Postecoglou, and he just say...
just the names enough and go
so
straight into the...
Ange Postecoglou is the Australian coach, and he was coached by Puskas. Yeah. Just say that again.
Oh, in my view, Puskás, who picked up Postecoglou, or how you call it, and the philosophy, I think he's still using same foundation what Puskás put it on him. And
That's perfect.
That's
I
right.
think it's
Yeah.
an Australian national team, such a small country worldwide. I think they very successful.
Right, and I'm going to get you to talk about this one thing. Sorry, I know you've been going a long time. I haven't seen water, please. The Hungarian. We're going to talk a bit about the Greeks and what Hellas means to the Greek community, and you would have maybe connected more with one of the Hungarian clubs growing up, but maybe just talk about
You have to take the glass first, Tom.
Yeah, let him finish.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah. So you just talk a little bit about what football and the football clubs of the 70s and 80s, what they meant to the immigrant communities.
Listen, all of them, the new Australians, have a language difficulties, and how they come, they lived in a ghetto. That's a Greek community, and all of them try to make the home away home. You know, that's going for clubs, restaurant, costumes, you know what they used to be. Have a look, all the butcher, fruiterer, the menus. When we came here to Australia, it was very, very hard because, you know, like I'm a hotelier or functions. That time, roast pork, roast chicken, roast turkey, roast lamb, one roast potato, one carrot, one peas, and that was the going things. And happened to me, you know, young couple already start to change the menu, and she asked me put a Wiener Schnitzel on the menu. That was a disaster because the old people cleaned on the cups. He said, and you know, like soup, we made a nice vitamizer, beautifully. He said, we are not baby, we're not eating this food. You know what, that's unbelievable. I recommended a beautiful beef Wellington. You know, there's a filet steak and paste there on a mushroom sauce in it and pate and make it very nice. They cleaned down the outside everything and they don't eat. What about the liquor? 6 o'clock closing. And me and another fellow in the Troika, we fighted because I had a licensed grocery. And one of the Christmas period, you know, you sold 10,000 dozen of beer. Because everybody get that. What about the pub? 6 o'clock. All the guys, all that 4 or 5, 6, because after 6 you couldn't. And what's happened in Europe, you could get drinks everywhere in the world. You know, like when you went to the Troika and at the table, you know, the cups, that's how you have the drinks. And that was a hassle, a big hassle to change the system. We did recommendation and recommendation and recommendation. And you know, like here is this place, 50 years. I came in the middle of the establishment, Brighton. You know, the Brighton old people, they like to have a machine gun and don't let anybody in. You know, when I applied a permit here, I got some new ideas, you know. Wasn't new. I was in the Rodeo Drive in Los Angeles, where you got a place like this, and winter, summer, you sit outside. they got an air curtain, heating from the floor, and I can, I do it. And every 3 months, I bringing out a new gypsy band and going around Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide, Perth. That was my original idea.
That's the
And
footy term.
I put down $500 deposit, for the system to do it here. And of course they double crossed me and took me 50 years achieve what I had in 1968.
And did the Hungarian, do you think the football was part of belonging to a community and an escape from that Australia?
Oh, listen, the Melbourne team was a very good team. We good players, a lot of Hungarians came out, played for the Sydney, Budapest, the Melbourne, they called the Melbourne, was very, very successful till when we got the old generation who supported. The young generation is not the same. That's the same like the working ethics.
What about Puskas? Did he have any association with the Hungarian communities here in Melbourne?
Oh yes. Everybody loved him. Everybody. You know how many Hungarians went out when Hellas is played? Oh, because we still got one of the Hungarian team. You see, like I was a promoter or paid the 6 or 8 years old kids. I had a team. Somewhere I got the pictures, and my son is played in that when he was 6 or 7 years old. But the young people, when they learn the language, they doesn't want to speak the mother or all language. That's the same, my kids, my grandchildren. Talk to me in English,
What about did he have language problems coaching the team?
Who? Puskás?
Puskas.
Puskás picked it up, it's funny. He spoke Spanish, Arabic, English, and kitchen language. You understand? But he always had somebody who translated and his vision. And he was very good. He was very good with language.
What about seeing him play? I heard he sometimes would do some skills, even as an old man with a big belly. Do you ever have any memories of that?
Listen, when he went to back, Puskás was a Puskás. And when he put on the things, he still can show it, the tricks, and put the ball where he wanted. Oh yeah, of course everybody knew that. Puskás was till the last minute.
I heard that he once played in a charity game sometimes.
In Budapest.
Here in Melbourne? No?
No, he didn't play.
You saw him play a charity game?
Oh yeah, that was in Budapest when all the old boys, went out, and of course they put the ball to him and he kicked the goals. Because listen, he was 115 kilo. He put on a lot of weight. And when I took him to my friend, a specialist, and he said to me, it's a disaster because he got a liver like this.
What about the sadness of the dementia?
Listen, it was terrible to see a fan like this. He lost maybe 30 kilo, and I couldn't say, it was terrible, hippie in the shoes. No, not this, because he wasn't already. I don't want to say this.
Yeah. What about in Hungarian? You can speak in Hungarian and just say what he means to the country of Hungary, what his memory is, his legacy. Just like a final thing. You might say at someone's funeral. You can speak Hungarian this time. Or you do it in English and Hungarian if you like.
No, I can say it, because I made a beautiful speech with my friend Kopasapi. Funeral. I made a beautiful speech. And for what do you think? Why the Hungarian government is made such a beautiful funeral for him and all the achievement? Puskás always stayed Puskás. He always stayed Hungarian. Wherever he went, always find himself around with Hungarians. And that was such a human waste, when he passed, and when he gets sick. Because I'm 100% sure if he didn't get sick, the Hungarian soccer again up in the top. And he never want to be a Spain. He never want to be Arabs or Greeks or anything. He always, and the food, he just eat what Brishika is cooked, the Hungarian food. That was him.
Cool.
Right.
So can you just stay there for a sec, Tony? I'm going to get some overlay shots. So
Just before one more, sorry, I just remembered, I'm going to get him to get Des to hold his book.
actually, you could also talk about the Pele photo in the frame, if you like.
Yeah, so just with this photo of the whistle, I'll get him to say quickly, this is the whistle. Hold that up so that it's in the
you can
shot.
stay there, Tony.
What?
Yeah, that's all right. Just go.
So if you could say this is the whistle that Ferenc gave me.
Can I start?
Yeah.
This is the whistle.
Sorry, slowly looking at me.
Like this.
Yeah, perfect.
This is the whistle.
So tell Tony.
This is the whistle what Ange gave it to me for a present when he went back to Hungary, and he said, Des, I got nothing else to give you, but I got something. Here you are. And that was the whistle, which one the story is I donated to one of the collector who organized one of the top glass artists in Hungary to design something special. And that's the whistle, which one they built a new stadium 2 years ago, and they started the soccer team, and that's a whistle started the game, and 600,000 or 800,000 people saw it in direct.
Yeah, that's good. You can just put the book down and back up again.
Before you put it down, can you say which game was that whistle famous for?
That's what the whistle is famous. In the first time in 90 years, the Hungarian national team beat the English national team 6-3 in Wembley and 7-1 in Budapest.
And he gave you that whistle?
Give it the whistle, and my wife and my son and my family still hassling me why I give it, because I could get a big money for it, but I'm not interested. And who I give it, Mr. Kapati donated me a beautiful painting, which one I like the frame, and maybe worth $3,000 or $5,000, but I don't care. I have the painting and he's got a whistle. And the
Perfect.
whistle, when this came up, I so many times have to tell the story, which was I invited in Canberra when Les Mari interviewed me. About 180, 200 people was there, and we opened at a beer garden in Puskás name in Montana, and I was told the story again and again.
Perfect.
Right. So this is a famous photo. Now, do you want to get in closer for that one, or are you happy?
Can you just?
Do you want to just do this one live, or you
He doesn't have to say. You don't have to say anything with the book, Des. All I'd like you to do, if it's okay, is just put the book down and just pick it back up again.
So put down face and
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Perfect. And just open it up again.
Open it up and show us.
Perfect. Done. Nailed in one.
Great.
Fantastic.
So you don't need any more.
I don't think so. I'm going to get a shot with which just shows the background. So just have a chat to Tony. Des, it doesn't actually matter what you talk. We'll get back to that one.
Okay.
Maybe one of the picture over there where Puskás with my staff
Yeah.
and Michael, my son, is there. That's very interesting. In the last.
I'll have a look at that one. That'd be good. So that's in the album.
Yeah, in the, somewhere in the last page.
Okay.
That's a lot. That's a
That
lot.
one there. Okay. Yeah, that's a lovely one. I did take that one in the backstage of the kitchen. He loved the Savoy.
Oh yes, he felt at home, you know, and he loved the kitchen.
Yeah.
And we made the food, whatever. And he helped. He worked.
Yeah. Did he?
Yeah, of course.
Easy on camera.
Yep.
You say I own the Savoy, and Puskas came here a lot. So
Oh yeah, I own the Savoy, the Brighton Savoy Hotel, and he always loved to come here. I picked him up, you know, and had a lunch, and after we play cards.
and you had plenty of Hungarian food. Did you say that?
Oh, just of course, Hungarian food, his favorite.
And pork. I hear he loved pork. Did he eat
Oh.
kilograms of pork?
The throat, how you call it, throat? You know what? It's good for 5 a kilo. That's a special vein, and we sit down for hours and eat. That's my trouble.
Brilliant. So, talking about one of the photos that two of you like to
Okay, this one's
The
an
pillow
amazing
one?
photo. So
take the book out too.
this one here. So if you want that one, yeah.
So you can just look at the photo and don't worry about showing it to the camera. Just talk about the picture.
So look down and say this one. Yeah,
All right?
yeah, yeah. Yeah. So let's go this one here.
Can you?
Yeah. So you can twist it around and look at it yourself
Do it
now.
Just move your hands. Now start talking. Tell me about it. Yeah.
Oh, anyway, I think Puskás was here with no.
Just say this photo here, and then you can point to it.
And this photo, which one is made at Grosic, the goalkeeper, Dr. George Carpati, a 3-time water polo champion, Pele. I don't think I have to tell you who is Pele.
So I just need to move the camera a little. You're right. Sorry.
It's Pele. And
Yeah, just go start
Can
again.
you
Sorry.
just say again? Sorry, we're in the camera in the wrong spot. So this
Yeah.
photo. Yeah. This
That's
photo.
That's
So this photo.
yes.
So then you start with the words. This
Yeah.
photo again.
And this photo is Grosic, who was here in Melbourne, was my guest, and that was the famous goalkeeper in the Hungarian national team. That was Dr. George Carpati, 3 times Olympic on water polo champion, but the history is when 1956 Olympic run in Melbourne, when they had a match between the Russian water polo team and the whole pool was blood. He was in this team. Pele, I don't have to tell you who he is, one of the world best few players, Puskás, and I was somewhere here, you know, and they was reported what's happened, you know, because a couple of times Pele was injured, and they talked about his story. Everything is very, very, very interesting. And you know, that was my friends. And
Can you say, I got all of these people to the Savoy, just point to the phone and say,
yeah, all these people was here in the Melbourne, and not just them, you know, I had tennis players, Roosevelt, Lou Holt, Prime Ministers, Fraser, Snedden, Bob Hawke. That was his home before when he go home. What's so funny?
Bob Hawke, he loves a drink, doesn't he?
No, and sometimes, you know, with Hazel,
the
we were
girls?
sitting till, we're not talking about the girls, please. Because he loved the girls too, be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the same time, you know, the union guys, what's his name? Carmichael, you know what, all this Hall